Hello, this is Sebastian from socialanxietysolutions.com, and I'm a social confidence coach. I help people overcome social anxiety disorder. I've been doing that for the past 9 years after overcoming my own social anxiety. And I record these weekly videos, and I am also the podcast host of a podcast show called Social Anxiety Solutions, where I interview coaches, healers, psychotherapists, psychologists, best-selling authors, all in the field of social anxiety and how to solve it. You can find that in iTunes or on my website, socialanxietysolutions.com. But today I'm talking about a mindset that keeps people stuck, that keeps people in their social anxiety. And I'm going to suggest a different mindset to take. And that mindset that doesn't serve you is one of, okay, I want to get rid of my social anxiety right now. And it's a very understandable mindset if you're in that much suffering. Because it's like, hey, I wake up with this, I have this the whole day. I'm afraid to feel these feelings. I can't handle feeling these feelings. Other people see that I'm having these feelings. I don't know what to do with myself. I'm hiding. It's a big problem. I get that. However, the mindset of, hey, if this doesn't work instantly, if this doesn't fix my social anxiety completely within a week, it's not for me. That's a mindset that will keep you going in circles. It will keep you looking for the next best thing, the next exciting technique, or the next book that you need to read, or the next program that you need to go through. Well, if you've followed this channel for a while, then I've given you some incredibly effective techniques, the best that I've been able to find in 15 years of social anxiety solutions, and not just trying to overcome it, also having worked with hundreds of socially anxious clients and actually having helped them overcome their social anxiety. So I'm only sharing techniques that I know for sure that work, because they've helped me, they've helped my clients, and they have helped countless other people from whom I've learned these techniques. Okay, so but some of these techniques are very powerful and very effective quickly. For example, one of them is tapping, EFT. It looks very weird, it's really bizarre, because you're tapping on certain acupressure points in the body, and it's an emotional version of acupuncture, and that releases excessive negative emotions. So that is a brilliant way to start getting rid of your social anxiety, because your social anxiety is an emotional problem, and you can't talk yourself out of it. So you need an emotional technique to deal with the excessive negative emotions that you're dealing with when you're in a social situation, to neutralize these excessive emotional responses that you have to normal day-to-day situations. And while a technique like that is very powerful, when you're having social anxiety, and you have been having that for a long time, it's a complex issue to overcome. And I frequently see comments on their videos, or I get questions from people via email saying like, hey, I tapped along with your video, and I felt better, but I got anxious again. What should I do now? Well, listen, I've got bad news for you. You're not gonna solve your social anxiety by tapping along with a 10-minute video on YouTube. Get out of that mentality. You're having a mentality of, oh, I have a headache, I'm gonna take a pill for it. That is not the deal. That's not how it's gonna work. You're having a problem, and it's a problem that's gonna most likely require some time to overcome it. In some situations you work with a practitioner, and that is really going to speed up your process. So clients I see, about 35% of them resolve their social anxiety within 3 sessions. So that's 3 times 90 minutes, 3 weeks. It's hard to believe, but I have the video testimonials to back that up. Just check on my channel. But the other 65%, they don't solve their social anxiety in 3 sessions. Some 6, some 9. Some people I work with even longer, though that's not really that common anymore. But if you're doing things by yourself, if you're going at this problem on your own, then there are a lot of pieces to the puzzle that need to be addressed. Your social anxiety consists of a certain amount of aspects, a certain amount of smaller pieces that make up the bigger overall problem. All right, so when you have social anxiety, it's likely that you have feelings about your problem. So you're frustrated with it, you're maybe ashamed of it, maybe you're angry at yourself that you haven't resolved it yet. These are all small pieces of the problem that need to be addressed. When you're having social anxiety, there's for sure resistance to letting go of it. So consciously, you really want to let go of that problem, but subconsciously, the deeper part of your mind believes that that anxiety is serving you because it's warning you that you're in a dangerous situation. You're not really in a dangerous situation, but your brain perceives the social situation that you're in as a dangerous situation because you've been in similar situations in the past where you got rejected or bullied or beat up or made fun of or whatever the case may be. So your brain is alarming you when you're in a social situation that, hey, this is dangerous. It's just like back then. So careful, you might get rejected again, you might get embarrassed again, or whatever the case may be. And so when you try to overcome your social anxiety, your subconscious is going to say, no, you can't do that. You can't let go of this alarm because you're in a dangerous situation. So you need to address the underlying causes. You need to look at what are the threats that my brain is perceiving, and how come my brain is perceiving these threats? Well, your brain is perceiving these threats because of these beliefs that you have. And these beliefs that you have are learned from repetitive negative experiences in your early childhood and beliefs from painful life experiences that you've had. And I'm just giving you a couple of quick things. There's actually a lot more to it. So since the problem is big, it's going to require some persistence to overcome it. But if I tell people the problem is big or complex, people are like, oh, I can't do it. I feel overwhelmed. It's too much. Can't handle it. Yeah, no, just take a step back and see the big picture. Any big problem that you have can be taken apart and addressed in smaller pieces. So you just take one piece of the puzzle, you take one piece of your problem, and you deal with it. So you tap on it, and you clear part of the problem. Then you go on to the next part of the problem. Boom, you get rid of that. Then you could look at the next part of the problem. Then you clear that. And step by step by step, you're getting more confident. You're becoming less anxious. You're feeling better about yourself. You're reacting less to social situations. You're becoming more at ease with who it is that you are. And all of these things start to happen, but most likely they'll start to happen gradually. So what sets the people apart that overcome their social anxiety from those that don't, the ones that overcome it, they're persistent and they have a long-term mindset. They're like, I'm gonna do whatever it takes, however long it takes. And that's the only mindset that actually gets you to the place where you're anxiety free. All right, so this is not like, I have a problem, give me a fix, or I'm hungry, give me my favorite candy, or I need some money, let me borrow it, or let me get a credit card. No, this actually requires you to, it doesn't sound nice, but to have a mature mindset, to have a success mindset, and not be like, oh, I want a quick fix now. If this video doesn't solve my social anxiety, then, and all the rest of it. I'm being a bit, quote unquote, mean here almost, because I want you to get this. You're not gonna overcome your social anxiety if that's your mindset. And frankly, if that's your mindset, then I can't help you. So, if I'm upsetting you with that, I'm sorry, but I can't help you with that. I'm looking for people who really want to overcome their social anxiety and are willing to put in the work, because that's what's required. All right, been hammering on about this for a long time. Just in leaving, let me end on a very positive note. The cool thing is that despite it likely being a period of consistent effort for you to overcome your social anxiety, so it might take you 3 months, it might take you 6 months, it might take you 6 years. That's unlikely. I'd say within 3 to 6 months, you'll at the very least have made profound, life-changing progress, but you can make big progress in just one day. You know, you can feel less anxious in just one day. And that's why when you start taking action, that becomes addictive, because when you get some results, you're like, oh wow, this actually works, I'm gonna keep doing this. So don't just watch this, actually take some action. And the action that I suggest you take is to commit to doing something about your social anxiety for 10 to 15 minutes every single day. Because when you do that, you start to create a habit. Now, 10 to 15 minutes isn't much. That is just a tiny bit. And at 10 or 15 minutes, your best, most effective effort would be to do some tapping. Actually, correction, your best, most effective effort would be to do some tapping in the right way. And I talk about how to do that on my channel. I talk about how to do that a little bit on my podcast, though that's mostly interviews. And most especially, I talk about how to do that in my free newsletter and my social confidence starter kit. That's also for free, no money. Wala cuarta. No dinero. And you can get that on my website, socialanxietysolutions.com, and there's a little button there. But even if you don't do that, you can just stay on this channel and look at some of my other videos. And if you're sick and tired of hearing of me, you can even just go to Google and type in EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, and download the manual there, and you'll get some basic information. But I talk about how to use that technique and how to apply it specifically to overcome social anxiety. So, commit yourself to doing something for 10 minutes every day, and that's going to really make a big difference, because that builds the positive habit. And that positive habit of chipping away at your social anxiety every day will start to make you feel better, start to make you feel more confident, and that will keep you going, because results are very motivating. Results are the most motivating thing you can think of. And it's going to take you a bit of time before you're actually at a place where you're anxiety free, but that time is so worth your effort. Imagine that you wake up and there's no anxiety, and you actually feel good, and you look forward to socializing, you look forward to spending time with other people, whether that's friends or whether that's people in school or a bunch of strangers or a new event that you're going to, whatever the case may be. Imagine that you're actually excited about meeting these people, about hanging out. And when you're in a social situation, you're at ease. You're just relaxed. You have a good time. You feel free to speak your mind. Whatever comes up, it's unfiltered. It comes out. And you can handle with whatever comes your way, with whatever happens in a social situation. You can deal with it. And you're having fun, you're connecting with people, you're making eye contact, and you're actually connecting with another human being, and it feels good and it nourishes you. So instead of coming home from a social situation feeling drained because you've had to put up this act and you couldn't do this and you couldn't do that and you were afraid of making mistakes, instead you've just been yourself and you've connected with another human being, another person, and you've had a good time. That nourishes you. That actually gives you energy, that makes you feel better. That is healing in and of itself. So that is actually your natural, normal state of being. And all the crap in your head, all the beliefs, all the patterns that result from your childhood programming. What is happening? It's beautiful. All the leaves are falling down. Not sure if you can see that, but anyway, I'm in the middle of it. Like that place is your natural state of being, and by doing that work for 10, 15 minutes a day, over time it starts to add up and you'll get closer to that place. Now, it will take patience, it will take time, it will take persistence, but who cares if that is the outcome? Whatever it takes, it's worth it, believe me. All right. I hope this has been helpful. I release a video like this every Thursday. Subscribe here or here or here or here or whatever it is. and leave a comment below. Get out of this quick fix mindset, because there is no quick fix. You know, get yourself to do whatever it is that you need to do. Build it up small and stay persistent, stay consistent, and do the work. Do the work. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye.